Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all, let's get it. Skip it. Let's go. Man, that jump was crazy, man. He was like, hey, Trav. Hey, Trav. Trav was like, oh, what's up, man? When you get up here? His posse was all like, they were like, when you get up here? Dude was like, man, hold on. Dude came around, he was like, he hit the steps like this. He was like, he came down the steps, he was like, yeah, he hugged him and like, it was like a dap hug, all that. You know, he taller than Travis. He was like, hey, what's up, man? He grabbed Travis, so he was like, what's up, man? How you been, man? Ain't seen you, man. Many moons, man. Me and Boy down on the top tier. Boy had his headphones on at first, but when he seen this freaking family reunion, he was like, moved his joints. He was like, I was like, think you know, dude. Dude was like, man, I ain't seen you in many moons, man. It's been many moons since I seen you. He was like, Travis was like, could hear what Travis saying. Hey, you know what I mean? So he talked to him, where you sell at? Travis was like, I sleep right here. He's like, man, come on. Travis took him to his cell. So, you know, everybody got friends, man. You know what I mean? Now, we was used to Travis not really dealing with people like that. That's another main reason why he was the phone holder candidate. But you gotta have somebody, man. He gotta know somebody from where he's from. He gotta have people that he know, man. This is a natural activity, man. So, like, you know, we're not on it like that, but still, you know, we watching because this is the phone game, you know what I mean? So we like, so they shooting the cell. So I'm like, man, you don't know dude, boy. He was like, no, I don't know dude. I'm like, man, he ain't from the town. I ain't never seen him for my life, you know what I mean? He like, I don't know, you know what I mean? So we just kept on doing this. We up there talking. They stayed downstairs for like 20 minutes in his cell. They finally come out. He come out. I see dude got some items. He got like 5 soups. He got, you know what I mean, honey bun. He got a couple of bag of chips. He got all this like in his hand. So he walking back towards this to the steps and going to the steps. You know what I mean? Going to his cell. So when he going to his cell, that's when Travis came out. So when Travis came out, boy, he was like, hey, come here, man. He was like, what's up? He's like, man, come here. All right, so he come up the steps. Boy, he was like, call me in the room. We walked in the room. He's like, man, we gotta find out who this dude is, though. I was like, yeah, we do need to find out. So Travis walked in and said, he was like, hey, look, who dude is, man? He was like, oh, nah, man, that's Kemp, man. We like, Kemp? Like, who's Kemp? Where you from? He told us where he was from. He was like, oh, all right, I was crazy. I ain't never seen dude. He was like, yeah, he ain't number the old friend. Yeah, he ain't number the old friend, man. I knew him. You know, we done did jail stitching. He said, we was in detention and virgin together in the late 90s. So, like, you know, like, I know him. Like, I was like, oh, for real? He was like, yeah. I was like, what's up with him, though? He cool? He was like, yeah, he cool. He type of dude, you know, if he can, he like to try to get his hand in the stuff and da. I'm like, oh, for real, that's what's up, though. He was like, yeah, man. I'm like, we just asking, though, because, you know, like, you know what I mean, you ain't gonna tell him about the junk, right? He was like, hey, come on, man, what do you mean? I ain't telling him about nothing, man. I ain't telling him about that, man. That ain't his business. He's married his business. I married my business. I just know him. We cool. I looked out for him because he ain't got nothing because he just got up here. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up, though. We were just making sure, though. Boy, he was like, all right, we were just checking, bro. He was like, that's what's up, man. Y'all don't trust me, man? We like, yeah. You know what I mean? Everything good. Travis, man. I was like, but he called you Trav, though. I was like, I didn't know your name was Trav. I'm messing with him. He like, man, you know some people call me Trav for short, man. I hate my first name for real, man. I'm like, why, man? You know what I mean? He dipped off. When he dipped off, I told Boy, and I'm like, yo, I think everything's straight for real. I was like, nah, it's, you know, just a new dude, that's all. So the day went on. So after the day went on, I looked up, I seen a dude was staying to himself. He wasn't even talking to Travis at first, you know what I mean? But the whole time he was doing what I usually do. Like, usually people don't usually do what I do. Some people will, but like, I'm so good at it because I've been doing it so long. Like, I'll just stand on the top tier, right by myself, on the little railing joint, like this. I'll just be seeing what's going on. Like, I mean, I'm sometimes looking at the TV that's right there. Sometimes I'm seeing who's going in and out the door. Sometimes I'm seeing what's going on in front of me. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm seeing what's going on to my right. Sometimes I'm seeing what's going on down here, the poker table, see people down here. I'm watching everything, man. I'm watching my surroundings. Someone's on the top tier like, I look up, that's what dude doing. He was doing that since earlier. He don't want to leave from his cell. He was like this, he was like. So I look up, I see bald head, keep the headphones on. He's standing over there by the sink, making a soup. But he over there talking to Travis the whole time. He talking to Travis. So him and Travis kicking it. So I see him and Travis leave, and he walks straight to Travis' cell. So bald head is playing it off because he's going to get the jack. But that's how he would do. They'll act like they'll just be talking like random talk. And then it'll be like, hey, well, look, hey, and he'll just, you know what I mean? It'll be a quick play. He'll get the phone. He'll be in and out. So I'm looking at dude. You know what I mean? I'm watching dude. When bald head and them walk this way back towards me, but they going under me to the cells down there. I see dude like he trying to look regular. Like I knew how to do it without making my head move. Like pause. Like I'm super nosy. Like my head don't have to move for me to be watching stuff. Pause. But I'm like this. My junk be like maniac eyeballs. Dude was like. Then, you know, like, since he on the top tier, they go in the cell. I promise you, he did like this. He was like, he got down low. He was like, so I'm looking at him like, he finished looking. He was like, as soon as he finished looking, he looked up at me. I'm looking right at him. He was like, now we across from each other like this. He looked up, I'm like this. He said, and he went in the cell, y'all. So boom. I was like, man, I hope he just being nosy on purpose, man, because I'm the only nosy dude like this, man. You can't steal my situation, man. I'm the only nosy dude on the top tier. What is you doing? But at the end of the day, though, man, anybody can stand in front of their door. I'm just joking at the same time. But that kind of like, I don't know, something about that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I'm always somebody that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm always like thinking ahead. I'm always like just thinking too far. I'm maybe always taking things too far, rather. Like, at the same time, though, I got to see how this going to play out, man. So when bro came up with the phone, when I'm looking at like when I know bro's come back up the phone, so I go back in the cell. But I'll cut to be like right here, like it's about this much window. I'll cut to be right here, so like I would have to get on my tiptoes to be able to look over the joint, and just like somebody else would. But dudes don't even know I'm so nosy. I be in the side of the joint. Dudes don't even know I be down low, looking out the side of the window. I'm like, come on this side. So when bald head was coming up the steps, I'm on the right side. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at bro. I can see bro coming up the steps. So I move my angle. I was like, I caught this side of the curtain. I was like, and I look, and as I see bro coming up, I seen the dude with the fro. He was like this in the window. His room was super dark, super duper dark. But I seen him. He was standing in the joint. He was like, this word. After I come out the cell, I was like, don't go in the cell, bro. Bald head was like, what's up? I was like, I'm going there. I said, come right here. He was like, what's up? So he came to John. I was like, man, what's up, man? Start slap boxing. What's good? He was like, well, he was like, man, chill out, man. I was like, what's up? What's good? We used to always play each other like that. I'm like, what's good? So he like, what's going on? I was like, hey, bro, look. I said, bro, look. I called a Richmond dude who went down. I said, well, look at his old cell, bro. I said, is somebody in that window? I said, look and see if somebody in that window. Oh, yeah, it was like, I don't see nobody. I was like, for real? I was like, yeah, let me check again. I was like, I did. He was gone. I was like, this dude a freaking ninja, y'all. So boom. I'm like, this is crazy. But at the same time, though, I'm like, still, though, I saw him. So I was like, come on. So we go in the cell. He was like, what's going on? I said, bro, say word. The tall dude that know Travis. I was like, man, say word. The tall dude that know Travis, bro. I said, bro, say word. He was watching y'all the whole time. He was watching. I said, bro, I seen him, bro. I said, I seen him watching y'all, bro. When y'all was downstairs, he watched y'all going this. I said, he even got low to see if he could see in the cell. He was like, man, go ahead. I said, man, that's my word, bro. I said, bro, that's my word, man. I seen him, man. He was like, bro, he said, maybe he just super nosy. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I know he was watching y'all, man. He was like, man. He said, man, I asked bro again when we was in there, like, I asked him, like, what's up? Is dude cool? Like, is he a candidate? Like, you know what I mean? Just in case we might get some work and we can spread it around. He was like, nah, dude ain't holding nothing. He said, Travis told him straight up, like, dude ain't holding nothing. I'm like, all right, you know what I mean? He was like, man, Travis just was like, man, dude, an old friend that he know from back in the day. You know what I mean? That's all it is. So I'm like, all right, but I'll tell you, dude was watching. Let that go. Promise you, let that go, man. So we come out. We waiting on Travis to come to get the phone. You know what I mean? Because now it's getting late. So we like, yo, we get ready to get it to bro. The way we play it off, you know, bald head be store boxing from time to time. He only store box. He ain't store box on sweet items. He only store box sausages, tuna fishes, mackerels, chips, and soups. That's the only thing he store box. So we never ran out of that because bro had a ton of that stuff. So the way he would play it off sometimes with bro is bro would come get 2 suits every night. You know what I mean? And like he'll give them back. But like he would have 2, he'll have to come get 2 suits and that'll be coming to get the phone basically. So we waiting for him. We locked down at 9:30. We waiting for him. It's like 9:20. We like, what's going on? We looking, because they'll start opening the doors and locking down kind of early sometimes. But we waiting for him though. He know the count. We like, what is he doing, man? So bro was like, man, hold on, man. Bro went out. I'm still in the cell. I'm like, man, he crazy. I'm looking at some text messages. I'm like, he taking forever, man. It's crazy, man. I'm ready to hit this lockdown time. Yeah, man. Bro opened the door back up. He was like, man, he down there talking to dude. He's like, talking to dude. I'm like, why you ain't get his attention? He was like, I'm scared to get his attention because what you said, dude was watching us. I'm like, Lord. I said, man, what's going on there, man? I'm like, man, this joint crazy, man. I was like, this joint wild. I'm like, well, look, he gotta come get the joint. As we say that, the lady coming to the park, lock down, everybody lock down. Y'all wanna come back out early? Lock down. We can get the count out the way. Lock down. It's time for lockdown. So now I'm like, we standing on the top 10 looking like freaking jerk-offs because we waiting for him to come up there, which is everybody gonna pin because everybody's moving and shaking, and the dude probably pin it because he nosy as hell. So we standing on the 10 like, you know what I mean? So he's still talking to the dude. He like, his back is to us, but they talking. He like, hey, this dude. The dude with the afro looking though, he like. So Travis like, bald head was like, Travis. He was like, oh, all right. He was like, yeah, so look. Kept talking. He's like, what's wrong with this dude? Lady already, boom, she already closed his door. We like, he got locked out. We like, he wildin'. I was like, man, come on, Travis, man. He was like, he got dude up. This word, I looked at the tall dude walked to the steps slow as hell. He was like, he went up the steps, he was like, so Travis like, man, come here, man. So like, boy, he was like, dude, looking too. I was like, what the fuck he keep looking at though, man? I was like, shit crazy as a bitch. So Travis run up the steps. Lady was like, you go back your cell, you already missed your door. He was like, nah, look, I gotta get something. I gotta give me something to eat for the night. She was like, you better get your ass back downstairs. He won't trying to hear that shit. He shoot upstairs. When he shoot upstairs, I was like, bro, go back downstairs, bro. He was like, I said, man, go back downstairs, bro. You fucked it up, man. Come on, you think I'm gonna hand you the jack? Gotta go through all this shit with the lady and all this shit. Boy, he was like, man, go back downstairs, Travis, man. He was like, man, come holler at us at the count too, man. He was like, went up the steps like this. He was like a maniac, y'all. So boom. Lady let him in. It was time for lockdown. They counted. After they counted, we come back out. I mean, couldn't wait to holler at him. Like, for real, I didn't care what the dude was doing in there. Called him in that joint. He came up there. He was like, man, that's my fault, man. Like, you know when you get to telling war stories, Weezy, man, sometimes when you're on the street, talk about them war stories, and you know you talk about the street, man, telling them war stories sometimes, you know what I mean? I said, bro, listen, bro, you got a job to do. You get paid $50 a month, right? He was like, yeah. I said, bro, well, do your job then, bro. I said, come on, man, you know the rules, man. I said, you gonna let somebody else move in the part and throw you off what you got going on? He was like, nah, you right. I ain't say nothing. You right. I said, bro, listen, you gotta do your job right, bro. This ain't gonna work, man. I said, man, look, you showing me that new people moving in the pod can influence you to be something else, man. And I said, I can't afford that right there, bro. I can't get this knocked off right here, bro. He was like, nah, man, it ain't like that, man. It's just, you know, I ain't seen him in a while, man. You know, after you see an old friend, man, like, you know how it is, huh, Weezy? I'm like, nah, I don't know how it is, man, because I ain't gonna let no old friend throw me off my business, man. Straight up, man. He was like, all right, man. I get it, man. Y'all want me to hold it tonight? It's like, what you mean? You got the key, don't you? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, well, you holding it then, man. I said, come back before we lock down. And don't let dude have you hold up, man. He was like, all right. As soon as he left out, you know what I mean? Boy, he was like, yo, let me see the junk, get boy, he'll drop. So he dip out, I come out a little bit behind him. So when he dip out, I come out a little bit after him, pause. You know what I mean? I come out, I'm like, when I come out, he walked straight downstairs, walked straight over there by the steps where the dude was standing there. You know what I mean? Dude was standing like he was about to make him a suit. So he's standing over there by the dude, but he talking to the dude, but it looked like he venting to the dude. That's what it looked like to me. And I'm saying in my head, I wonder if he's telling this guy our business. I wonder if this is the stuff you go through in penitentiary, man. Y'all see how it is? This is wicked activity, man. I'm like, I wonder if he's telling dude our business, man. That's what I'm saying to myself. I wonder if he is, man. You know what I mean? He talking to this dude. I go back in that joint, I go back in the cell. I said, yo, look, boy, he got up. He was like, he put the phone up. He was like, I said, look, he said, Yeah, that's his ace boom coon right there. He talk to dude every day now. He ain't even come out to sell like that. Now he coming out to sell like that. So I'm like, man, this junk wow. I was like, man, he better not be late. He better not be late, man. So now it's about time for lockdown. Ball head use it. I ain't even had to use it no more. You know what I mean? I'm kind of upset about all of this, to be honest with you, man. You know what I mean? So like lockdown came. So lockdown came, bro did it right. He was on time. He came and got the phone. He was like, yeah, bro, like this. I was like, oh, bro, listen, man. Like, I won't try to come off on you like that. You know what I mean? I was like, it ain't like that, Travis, man. I was like, bro, but we got a job, bro. Like, you got a job to do, my guy. He was like, yeah, I know, man. He was like, I know, man, but no, Kemp, man. Kemp is crazy, man. Kemp is crazy. I was like, Kemp. I said, man, Kemp, man, I don't want to hear about dude, man. I said, man, I want to hear about you saying that, look, man, I'm going to tighten up on doing this job. You know what I mean? He was like, Weezy, calm down, Weezy. I'm going to do the job right, man. I'm going to be good. I was like, all right, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, tighten up, though, bro. He was like, man, I got you. Get on the job. He did. So, like, I felt like the pep talk was going to get him walking back straight because he did come back and get the phone that night on time. So I was hoping that would kind of like, you know what I mean? Get him to walk a little straighter, like better, like, you know what I mean? Do better things, make better decisions. I mean, he already was a guy like that. It's just now that this guy moving apart and I haven't even had a conversation. I don't know this dude. Like, I don't want to have a conversation with him. But I'm like, since he moving apart, he was trying to change him, bro, man. So boom. But still though, man, he's the phone holder. So we gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, man. You know what I mean? We gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Next day roll around. He know we don't want to join in the morning. You already know that. So I was like, man, it's a nice day outside. Bald head always go out and work out. I wasn't even working out like that back then. But he went outside all the time to work out. So I went outside, but I wasn't staying outside. So I walked out when everybody went. Morning wreck, I left out. I left out with everybody. Left out with everybody. You know what I mean? Left out. I was like, man, after I talked to my homeboy that was in 40 building that I went to go, that's what I went to go do anyway. I come back. CO like, you come, I'm like, yeah, I ain't going out there. Let me back in. Walk back in the pod. As soon as I open the pod up, as soon as the slide over up, I looked to my right. I told you it's one cell, then it's the phone right there in the second cell. I looked to my right, I was like, I looked to my right. The cup was up, but I'm saying, yo, maybe bro in there taking a dump, or maybe bro in there hitting a book. I don't know. Like, but he already know morning times is off limits for this freaking phone. You already know that, bro. Like, we don't even fucking use it in the morning. So like, I don't know what the hell was going on. So seeing the cup was up, you know what I mean? It kind of pissed me off. So I go up the steps like a maniac. I get up the steps, posting up on the rail. Like this, I'm like this. What's going on here? You know what I mean? I'm just on point though. Broken had to cut up. He could be doing anything. You know what I mean? So I'm chilling. I ain't trying to think the worst. I look up. I just see the dude Kemp walking by. He had to be coming from under there. He had to be because the way he was walking, he came like I can't see the cells. When I'm on the tier, I have to go like this to see the cells that's under me. You know what I mean? So he came from where bro cell was at. I just seen him appear as I'm looking. He just come walking through the pod like. And he went up the steps. He was like, "Open my door." I finally heard his voice. He was like, "Open my door." Like, he opened the door. He going at John. I was like, I know he wanted bro cell with the cut up. I'm like, shh, not going down the steps. The cut's still up. I'm like, the cut's still up. Where the hell this freaking maniac was coming from there? And I'm like, I go sit on the table by the TV. Sitting on that joint. I'm like, man, fuck wrong with this dude, man? I'm gonna snap, man. I don't know what the fuck he got going on, man. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, his door pop. His door pop. He come out. He had a shower bag, all that shit. The shower right by his door. He like, I say, yo. I walk over there. He like, what's up, Weezy? I'm like, what's up, Weezy? I said, yo, dude was in your cell? He was like, huh? I said, man, was dude in your cell, man? He's like, oh yeah, we were handling something. I'm like, handling something? I'm like, yo, bro, listen, bro. If you let that nigga use our motherfucking phone, Travis, man, not only is you cut off, man, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, bro, because you disrespecting, bro. And I said, I'm gonna tell boy here you doing this shit too. He gonna end up fucking you up. He was like, oh, calm down, man. Calm down, man. He ain't use the phone. I was like, man, why the fuck y'all in there with the cut up there in the morning times, bro? You know what I mean? Like, this is Lawrenceville. Like, it ain't a lot of that maniac shit going on. It ain't none of that, like, crazy shit that I used to be on Susses, like, or maybe when I was in San Francisco, it ain't none of that going on in 30 building. There's not even a boy in the damn building at this moment, man. You know what I mean? So I'm like, so what the fuck y'all was doing? He was like, man, look, let me take my shower and hurry up, Weezy, man. You ain't my daddy. I was like, pause, bro. Won't even invented yet? But I'm like, you mean I'm not your daddy, bro? I'm like, bro, listen, bro, you got my phone in your light, bro. What the fuck? I'm trying to make sure you like everything straight with that. Everything straight. I was like, shit, crazy. He hop in the shower, just dipped on me. I'm like, I turned around to the fucking tall dude standing on the top tier like me. This nigga looking through my fucking soul. I'm like, I see that nigga. I was like, man, fuck this shit, man. I went up the steps. He watching the whole time coming up the steps. I get around the joint, get around to him. I said, yo, pop me for a second, man. I said, what's your name? He was like, Kemp. I said, yo, hey, Kemp, look, let me holler at you right quick, man. He was like, what's up? I said, yo, look, man, what the hell you got going on with Travis, man? I said, cause look, man, we got shit going on, bro. We don't need nobody fucking nothing up, man. I said, man, look, we got stuff going on, bro. I don't need you coming around that, bro. Like, real talk. He was like, you got stuff going on. I got stuff going on. I was like, you got stuff going on. I said, what you got going on? He was like, man, listen. It's above your pay grade. I was like, what? He was like, it's above your pay grade. I was like, above my pay grade? What that supposed to mean? So as he's saying that, now Rick coming back. You know what I mean? So when Rick come back, bald head always run back first because he got to get in the shower. He was trying to get in the shower before count. So as he run in, he about to hit the steps. He seen me, he was like, what's up, bro? I was like, you good, bro? You good? I was like, hey, look, what you mean, bro? That's above my pay grade, bro. What you mean? So bro, Ryan, he's still watching us. He go get in the cell, go get his stuff. When he took him out for getting his stuff, bro, just posted up. He was just watching him jump. So I'm like, bro, what you mean? That's above my pay grade, man. What the fuck that's supposed to mean? He was like, man, look, man, I ain't worrying about no motherfucking phone, man. I was like, what? He was like, I'm not worried about the motherfucking phone. I said, you're not worried about a phone? So what the fuck you worried about then? He was like, Travis, my old baby.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way, if you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous. Did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments. Get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.